Under attack.
Cuckoo leading another charge into this Dire Shrine area. This time around, they're going to find Mugi by himself, quickly catch him out without his death pact being used. That is the kind of kill they were looking for.
They should just keep assaulting that area.
From NEWBEE, though.
They ping. They know that TNC's just there faster.
I'm surprised they weren't tempted into taking that fight. They're shrine up.
4 on 5 with no vision. They don't know how much TNC sees, because if TNC's just set up on there on the high ground, they're going to lose another hero, and suddenly it's a 3 on 5. Maybe it's an okay-ish fight because SCCC can just suicide in. He's got enough bloodstone charges that he will respawn.
Raven wants to make sure these creep waves are kept pushed in.
You should get out now if you're TNC. This is good enough. You want to set up for this Roshan at some point. Yeah. So what you do now is you allow Sam H to deal with the waves. Constantly force NEWBEE to protect this area now. And just go for a Roshan again.
And eventually, while they're defending a tier 2 from a tree and push, you'll just be able to sneak Rosh with a Deso TA.
What you need to remember about Nature's Prophet is no matter how much net worth he has and how useful he looks, he's not that useful. He doesn't provide anything for team fights.
Yeah.
The point of the hero is to outposition people, which is why we see it less and less nowadays. Like the previous TIs with mind control and stuff like that, just the way that your talent tree worked, you could fight. You were a lot more effective back then, just with the current hero pool, how much ahead Liquid was in the meta.
Yeah.
Like they had heroes that could always make up for the fact that they had one dead hero in team fights.
You could see NEWBEE also putting some priority in being able to control this Roshan area. They move over as a team, they catch the bounty hunter, they are dewarding everything they can, including the TA traps.
Yeah. Well, Sam H has the most delicate job to play right now. That he just needs to go up and around, just continue to move, because he's going to be the one that shifts the balance of this game.
Right.
We kind of need Armel to play a little bit better.
Well, he's about to finish up his BKB, so that'll make his life and job a lot easier.
I feel like because of how the early game went, he just overrated how tanky he was going to be.
Especially against these fast, multiple damage instances. Serpent Ward, Swashbuckle. Fraction does not last for long. Kaka. Oh, they're actually going to try and catch Mugi. Mugi just death pacted. Does manage to get a little bit of help from the Shadow Shaman. It's not going to be good enough. KP, he's rolling. It's kind of useless. A good Rolling Thunder, but actually a better Meteor Hammer dropping down onto the heads of the enemy. Now, Raven tried to get a Doppelganger away. KP easily cleans him up with the shield crash. Sam H
doesn't have any TPs available.
Slowed down a little bit. SCC actually TPing to try and cut Sam H off. Will manage catching Yule, stopping the TP. Orchid onto the Storm Spirit, but Sam H cannot escape.
That's what I mean. That's you catch two heroes off guard, and you still can't take the team fight, even with your Nature's Prophet building the items that should theoretically counter the heroes on NEWBEE, right? It's just really hard to take a fight.
I mean, they just instantly had that Clinks pretty much useless, and still didn't change the fight whatsoever. KP picks up a free kill on Tims.
Yeah, Moonmeander used to say, and what I really liked about how he talked about it is just, no matter how far ahead you are with this hero on Nature's Prophet, the biggest advantage you're always going to have is that you can always reposition the enemy. And so you don't have to take head-on fights like that. You can always force advantageous positions where you start the fight 4 on 5, and then that's how Nature's Prophet becomes really good.
So it seems like to me that Nature's Prophet, it both fits their style and doesn't. It fits the style of always being able to fight during the laning phase and pressure with, you know, 2 cores and a lane. But now that we're getting into late game where you need to outmaneuver the enemy, TNC's willingness to fight plays against them.
Yeah, I mean, if you know NEWBEE as a team, like the greatest strength of them and why they're such a good TI team is that they gather 5-man so fast.
Yeah.
They're never that far behind each other. Because the worst way that you can lose in Dota nowadays is up top, SCCC is pinging the rest of his team to come. The worst way to lose Dota at a TI is just get caught out by yourself and just die.
Right. SCC is going to be like this. Carmel lead the rest of his team to follow up.
Like, this is what NEWBEE does so well. They're just ready to take engagements, and TNC is not.
TNC is completely split at that point.
Yeah. You're just not ready for it. The speed at which they're playing at. This has always been the scariest strength of a team like NEWBEE at a TI. Which is why they did so well last year. It's just, if things go bad for them, 5-man. If you're ahead, 4-man. The numbers game. And now you're gonna get a free Roche.
Serpent wards.
Did Kaka take the DD? What the?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe that kills their Roshan opportunity.
Probably not. Clinks just runs over it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fine, they're gonna go do it.
Man, they were... Oh, okay. It's because they have a gem. I was like, they were confident there wasn't a TA trap in there.
Yeah.
But Kaka has a gem.
Yeah, Kaka picked up that gem, or Faith picked up that gem, and it feels like they've had it for a good...
They've had it for
maybe
a while.
10 minutes.
They protected that gem for quite some time.
And it just destroys this Templar Assassin, or the concept of split pushing with the traps and, you know, being able to keep the vision on the enemy and Roshan.
I think NEWBEE might be the most adept team that I've seen deal with invis heroes. Like, they remember in that mid engagement, they always had sentries everywhere. They had one behind the tower because they know that Cuckoo likes to play there. They had one in front of the tower, which is what led to SCCC getting that kill that one time when the tower shot followed. Like, they're doing a very good job at dealing with the invis and the potential nuisance it is.
Here I am.
Top 2 net worth, the Storm Sphere and Clinks. TNC's Raven on the Phantom Lancer is not too far behind, but feels like he still needs at least one good item before he becomes more of a threat.
Just please point out the fact now that the Orchid that you purchased is completely useless.
Yeah.
You're going to have a Lotus Orb soon on KP. You've got the Lincolns on the Storm, but you can't even catch anymore. And you've got a Eul Scepter on this Phoenix.
They know which one is the real one. SCC overshoots his shot, but still going to be able to collect. Raven pulls him back into Moogie's death.
Fight.
And now Tim's, he's gone as well. The roll-in from KP actually did manage to hit Cuckoo at one point in time, I think, but...
They see him.
They managed to get the dust on him. Kaka's going to spot him. Slows him down with the Eul Scepter. That's going to be 3 dead from TNC.
Get the Storm.
And a regen rune! Oh, SCC will collect the regen rune as well.
Oof, that is rough.
Boy.
Yeah. Just NEWBEE's ability to 5-man is so impressive.
And then as soon as they found that pickoff, they're free to split up. Faith on one side, SCC on the other.
And Storm can play like this when the two ways of, I guess the one way of catching him, Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. Not only is he going to have the Lincolns, they're going to have the Lotus Orb as well from KP. So I think you pointed that out earlier.
Yeah.
And Kaka is going to be the one to pick up the Shivas.
And our Rax timing is a little bit late, but...
Oh, it's so close.
Radiant's bottom tower
It's okay, we'll get, the 2 of them?
I think so. SCC jumping in, does manage to grab Tim's. Takes out the only disabler first. TA trying to get some damage out. The tier 3 still falls though. And NEWBEE, will they stick around?
They're trying to protect the wards right now.
Half the wards will stay alive. They just start putting damage onto the melee racks from a distance. Moogie still has his BKB as well as Cheese now. SCC jumping in, does manage to get the quick kill onto the Crystal Main once again. That's going to be a dieback. And goes for Armel next. Armel forced to pop the BKB, tries to get the damage out. Not really getting it. Instead, it's going to be Moogie. The egg does manage to successfully pop. Faith is being chased down by Raven, but he's at half HP as well. And most of his allies are already dead. They're going to be able to slow him down with the jump in from Kaka. Tries to doppelganger up into the high ground once again. Does manage to get there, but Moogie's already there to greet him. Welcome back to the base. You are now dead. Triple kill from Moogie. And the bottom lane of Rax is gone. I believe they still have Cheese as well as BKB for Moogie available as well. So they pretty much did not use anything in that fight.
Yeah, they don't really have to. It's a very nice egg. This is what we were talking about too. If the laning phase doesn't go disastrously for Phoenix, he just suddenly becomes this hero that you can't really deal with. Early 90 GPM talents.
Radiant's middle tower.
Just not a whole lot of options. Still have the Aegis on SCCC. It's going to feel very confident right now going uphill.
No Armel Templar Assassin for 20 seconds. Jump in, another grab here onto Cuckoo. Bounces back though. They don't want to play it too hasty here. Tim's trying to get off a good Glimmer Cape ultimate. Does get a lot of damage from the freezing field onto SCC. Finally, he's cleaned up by the Pangolier, but they just don't have the damage from Raven to be able to finish anybody off, and they still have the Aegis as well as the Cheese. Blink back from KP continues to keep Raven controlled until TNC are forced to GG out. NEWBEE. I mean, I would say they had a pretty good game 1, but this game 2 looked even cleaner.
And this game 2 just snowballed.